Hey guys, I'm Kim and welcome to another comic book review. Today I'm going to be doing a review on Wonder Woman Volume 2, Guts. Now I loved this book. I'm loving this story. It's easily one of my favorite of the New 52 relaunches. This storyline of Wonder Woman it almost doesn't feel like a comic book. It feels like it's this whole other world we've gone into. And it feels like it's not even part of DC Comics because, I mean, we never have any crossovers with any other characters so far. And I'm really glad for that, and I hope they don't dabble into that in the future because I think with the story that they've been building so far, having another superhero come into the mix kind of degrades it a little bit because they've focused it so much on this Greek mythology and Wonder Woman that if you bring in aspects from other series, it just feels wrong. And it feels like the story is just fizzling out because what's so good about this story is that it's one big arc. Like literally one big arc, which is very difficult to find in a comic book because you know that with a superhero, they've got so many different villains and some of them don't even mesh well together. So a lot of the superheroes have different arcs in their comic books, but this one, it's one big arc. Yes, it does have its little mini stories throughout the series, but it is one big arc. There's one big goal. That's what it's heading towards. And everything just fits in so well. So if you haven't read the last volume, basically the cliffhanger that we left it on was that Hades stole Zola. So in the story, Zola is the newest, latest baby mama who has done it with Zeus, and she's got a demigod growing inside her who is apparently some prophecy child that is going to come and kill the gods, or so they say. So everyone is afraid of this unborn child and it's not even explained why, so it's very mysterious. So it will be very interesting to find out why this child is the prophecy, or even if it is this child. So the character we're introduced to first off in this book is Eros. Now if you don't know who Eros is, he's mostly known as Cupid. So Eros is Cupid in the Greek mythology. He is the son of Aphrodite and Hephaestus. And in this book he is exactly the same. He's the son of them and he is the one with the arrows that shoots people through the heart and they fall in love with the first person they see, yada yada yada. So basically Wonder Woman finds Eros and they want him to help him find his father Hephaestus because Hephaestus is basically the blacksmith of Olympus and they need to get new weapons and find out how to get into the underworld. But Hephaestus's lair is hidden and only a few people know about it, Eros, his son, being one of them. So they do convince him to take him to Hephaestus. I love the character design for Hephaestus. Hephaestus has always been described as sort of one of the ugliest you know, on Olympus, which is so strange because he's married to Aphrodite. But it's kind of refreshing to see her not married to like her male counterpart. So the fact that she's married to Hephaestus and that's her main guy is kind of cool, and they continue this in the story as well. He sort of looks like the Thing from Fantastic Four in Marvel, and he's got this sort of like fiery rock arms and he looks like a supernatural blacksmith. Hephaestus weapons her up, she's got an awesome new outfit, and she even gets Eros to give her his guns. I forgot to mention this on Eros, but instead of having an arrow to shoot people, Eros has these gold guns. Now these guns act as his arrows, so if he shoots someone through the heart, it's basically a Cupid's arrow. So it's not really a weapon, but it is. So she basically gets these from Eros, goes into the underworld with Hermes. Now these underworld minions that Hades sends are so cool. The way that they've done it is just exactly what you would expect in the underworld. They have these humans, but their skin is sort of been ripped off, so only their muscles and blood is showing, and they're very creepy, and I really like it. They sort of remind me of The Walking Dead a little bit. But basically Wonder Woman kills everybody. She just slams down anyone in her way, and they get to Zola finally. Zola's unharmed, but Hades won't let them leave. He says he wants a trade, basically. So I want to talk about, first of all, what Hades looks like. I was really disappointed in Hades. In volume 1 I didn't touch upon what Hades looked like. I think maybe I did a little bit, I can't remember, but Hades is just, oh, I don't know, he looks like he's about 5 years old. He's got these candles coming out of his head. So he literally looks like a 5-year-old boy that's gone to blow out his candles on a birthday cake, but someone's played a prank on him and thrown the cake on his head and it's been like infused there forever. That's what it looks like. It's like really weird. Here we go. Do you see him there? You see that? He's like He's like 2 centimeters tall. It doesn't make me afraid, and I want to be afraid. He's the god of the underworld, not a kid who's bullied at a birthday party and got a thing on his head. And you know something else I want to quickly put in that I forgot about? Why do all the gods have no shoes? I don't understand this. Like, every single one is barefoot. Like, I understand you're a god, but don't your feet get dirty? I mean, you can't be like immune to dirt. A hygiene isn't pain, so they would get hygiene problems. Why do none of them have shoes? Nobody has shoes. Look through it. Nobody has shoes. Why? People are saying that they're a god, so they don't really need shoes. Yeah, well, they don't really need clothes then, do they? They can walk around naked. Aphrodite does. Why shoes of all things do you not wear? Okay, back on track. Hades. Wonder Woman trades her Cupid guns for Zola to get out of there. So Hades accepts, takes the guns, but he betrays her and shoots her in the heart and forces her to marry him. What a desperate man this little child birthday dude must be. He's had so many chances with, like, I mean, and we find out later that Persephone's there. If anyone knows who Persephone is, Hades basically kidnaps Persephone in Greek myth because he was in love with her and takes her to the underworld. But she's there and he's basically cast her aside. He's like, no, I want a new wife. I wanted Hera, but I couldn't have her, so now I'm going to take Wonder Woman. Really? Now this is Hades' throne. You see that there? How cool does that look? He's literally sitting on a guy who's like been tortured and kept to the wall. He's literally been chained there and he just sits on his lap. If that's a guy, isn't he sitting on his... Censored. But Hades wants to create one final obstacle to make sure Wonder Woman is in love with him, which she is because she shot her with the Cupid gun. Why do you need to ask her about it? The guns are foolproof. This guy is so insecure. He uses Wonder Woman's lasso of truth, creates a noose, morbid much, and she has to go into the noose and basically tell the truth. It says that she loves him, which is what she does because it's true, because you shot her, so it's fine. Dude, please. You must have been so bullied as a child. But Wonder Woman decides that if he can't trust her, then she's pretty much out. So she decides to basically back out of the ceremony, runs away, fights some people, you know. Hades goes crazy. He releases all his weird muscles without skin monsters, and he literally creates a tidal wave of blood that just washes through everything, and there's so much gore and fighting, it's just... And to sum it up, here is one page of that gore. Do you see that? Oh my god, so much red. I like it. But at the end, Hades realizes that he can't force someone to live there, though he did before with Persephone, so what makes him change his mind? I don't know. Just plot progression, I guess. Next, we're introduced to Artemis and Demeter. Now, Demeter is basically the goddess of, like, childbirth and seasons and stuff, so the way that she's crafted is really cool. She sort of looks like a tree, but she's a human. Artemis is the goddess of the hunt and the moon, so she looks very serene but creepy looking in the way that the moon looks creepy. Can't believe I called the moon creepy. And if you didn't know, Artemis is the twin brother of Apollo. Apollo is a character that we've already met before. He was sort of like the purple guy that looks like he's got a sun inside him because he's the god of the sun stuff, you know. But Apollo basically tells Artemis that Zola's child is going to kill them all, so they have to pretty much destroy it. Of course, Wonder Woman and Hermes jump in and save the day. Zola has her baby and Hermes steals it. He runs away, he grabs that baby, he runs away like a dingo. Oh, that was a really bad joke. But not only that, enter Hera the Mortal. She's been turned into a mortal and she's alone in a room with Zola. That's not going to end well. Overall, I love this book. It's so good. I really hope you enjoyed my review. I'm going to do volume 3 very soon. I read these a long time ago, so it's about time I got to it. But thank you so much guys for watching, and I will see you soon.